This is a World of Tanks sniping position video. It's going to be in random order, so there's going to be some good stuff closer to the end. Look at where I am on the minimap, and notice that you can snipe the entrance to the center hill. I hit that IS-3. You can see I did 198 damage. There's a Panther 2. He's up over here. ELC even 90. Where is he? He is, I can't tell if he's up on the hill, and he's out of the game. So this is a position that you can go to. I probably ran to the corner so I could, at the start of the game, so I could take shots on tanks up at the hill. You can take shots probably up over here. I'm sorry, I didn't check. That's a position you're going to want to know about. Okay, what's interesting about this position? You can get the gun depression to shoot over a large swath of this road without exposing your tank to danger. So you know that tanks like to pop up over here to spot. You go over here to this position at the start, you line up your gun, and a huge distance of the road you can hit them, and if you get spotted, you're fairly safe from taking incoming fire. He has to expose himself far more if he wants to shoot me back. This is a position we all are familiar with why this is a good position. Enemy tanks, heavy tanks often come around that area. So you can sit over here and you can nail them. This is a damage blocked by armor. I did, 4, 5, 6,000 damage blocked by armor. It's a hull down position. Okay, so look at where I am. Everybody knows these pipes on Ensk. You can shoot through the pipes. And I believe I damaged that. Oh no, I tracked the VK. I got tracking damage on the VK. So you can shoot through those pipes. It's something you're going to want to be aware of, especially if you got a really low profile tank and they can't hit you back. I was wondering why so many people hung out by those pipes. Now I know. Look at where I am on the minimap. I'm on the north team. Enemy tanks like to park behind here. And the point that I'm showing is that there is a gap where you can snipe up to there. You don't have to be a light tank to take advantage of this. If you happen to be in the area and you happen to see some tanks over there, I need to, I don't go into the training room. I study in game. There might be more gaps, and it's important to know the gaps, because if you can find all the gaps, maybe we could hit some of these other tanks. I'll report back to you if I find any. This is a ranked battle. I'm sitting all the way here in the back, and I'm just showing the view that you get if you haven't played this position. If it's an encounter battle on Lakeville, this is going to be a pretty good position, especially if you've got a weak armored tank destroyer or a high penetration gun or a derp gun. You're going to get a lot of shots on enemy tanks in this general area, so you might want to consider it. This is showing a ranked battle, how easy it was to level up. This had to have been Division 2 because I was playing SPG only in Division 2. Tanks were always bunching up and they were so easy to hit. I'm just showing all the pock marks. I never saw, I don't remember the pock marks, so I just took a shot of them. They are already on the map. They're not from gameplay. This is showing how I'm lining up to get a shot on tanks going up that hill. And I've tried different positions. Like I've tried more where the T-34 is on the other side of these rocks. And I believe that this position is a good position. You've got a rock to protect you. You might not get spotted. You can spot, almost everyone should be able to spot them as they go up. You got clear shots on the rear. What I was doing before was hitting them when they're behind these rocks. So over here, you're going to hit them last, and maybe your allies will have to hit them in the lower part. So what you're going to do is you're going to start out with the T-34-2 is, or in that area, hit him. And if you go up, you're spotted, you might take damage, so you might want to come around, rush over to here, and then hit him again as he goes higher up to do that second shot. Maybe if you have a long reload, it will make sense, and his allies will not be able to hit you. So that's a strategy you might want to know. Okay, I've talked about how, look at where the Jagdpanzer is. You know that tanks like to park over here, and sometimes they have very weak armor. And I knew that there was a way to hit them, but I got to play the game. And months go by before I play this position again, and an enemy tank gets spotted there. So I'm showing you what it looks like. I hit that Jagdpanzer E100 for 627, and it looks like maybe there was a Foch next. The Foch is out of the game, and it says that I hit a Foch for 135. AMX M4 I also hit. So this is the position that you're doing it from. You don't have to do it over here. Behind me, there's some trees, and that's probably where I started out. But because it's 7-2, I'm probably advancing. This is 2 seconds since the last screenshot. So there's trees behind me. Look at where I'm pointing on the mini map. A lot of people like to go to A5. Don't go there. Go down to the line between A3 and A4. You can still hit everyone on the hill. You could still hit some people down here. You can shoot through this gap at the enemy. Remember that position. And they don't know you're there. They won't shoot you back. You can hit through this gap. You can hit the people that come up here. That's the position you want to play and snipe from. I have gotten spotted here. You got to be careful. There's sufficient bushes. But if someone pops over here and you're not in a perfect hiding position, you can get spotted. So you do have to be careful. But there's also a hill, so you can get hull down. This was a damage blocked by armor mission. I got up there. It was 4, 5, 6,000 damage. And I guess I'm just trying to show how I'm kind of angling, or something else useful you don't care about. This is showing how you can get clear shots up on the hill. Look at where I am on the minimap, 10-1. You don't have to rush to the hill. This is an Object 263, which is that tank, and you can see that I'm sniping up onto the hill. Not quite to the red line, but a lot of the way there. So you can park up on this hill. It's possible that there might be only one rail car that you can shoot through. Maybe I just got lucky. But you do know that enemy tanks often do like to park over here. But the question is, how do you get here? It's a little bit tough to get here. And as you can see, from the same position, I'm able to hit that tank. And it looks like he's not down on the downside of the hill, but he's there. So I didn't have to run in. And here's another example, of course, with the T-30. And of course, you know, my amazing aim did crazy damage. Now, if you're a light tank player, you know that where this T-32 is, there's a small bush and there's a small ridge, and tanks like to come over there and pop up and spot, which is what he's doing. And if you're a heavy tank and you're on your way to fight over here and you're very slow, you could stop over here if you see a light tank in that position, and you can shoot through this gap and hit him where it hurts. You can see I hit the T-32 twice, which means that he learned his lesson. So over here, I'm just showing that I'm hitting this tank. This is a common position that people like to play. I don't think it's the hull down position that I play. I think my hull down position is a little bit behind this house. I'm really not sure. But tanks frequently play over here. I'm just giving you a view of what it looks like. I'm using HE rounds. But it looks like I did not do any damage to him. What I'm doing here is I'm looking through this building. There's a little opening over here. I parked over here and I was looking through this opening, and then the T-95 Mr. Slush came around and finished me off with 179 damage. I was looking at that WZ-111-5A. He's up over here, and I had spotted him, and I was trying to see if there was a gap on the other side. I don't think there is. This is a hull down position. You don't have to come down here where the other allies are going to play. You could play over here. It's hull down. I was probably doing a damage block by armor mission, which meant I was trying to get them to shoot at me. However, the tanks down here in the south will definitely have their way with you. So you want to make sure you control that area, otherwise it's going to be difficult. I don't know who was hitting me. It's irrelevant. Oh, you know what? It was the Object 430. He was going up the slope and hitting me. So you got to watch out for that Object 430. But this is a position I played it. I played a little bit closer. If you play closer, you can hide behind a cathedral. Maybe you have a derp gun. There's a lot of bushes over there. This might be a little bit different. You know, you try it out. Maybe in lower tiers you'll have better luck where people don't know how to play. Because you're on Unicum, you never play lower tiers. because then you'd be seal clubbing. Okay, I believe we've gone through all the positions. I don't know if everybody's spoken about this one. Obviously, it's in the bottom corner. You can spot through this gap. You can help. I hit that Panther 2. I hit the ELC even 90. We don't know where he is. I'm going to assume he's up over here somewhere. Okay, if you have any questions or comments, please post below.